Welcome to the start of a brand new case. It's called Flight of the Soaring Siren, and it was made by Samallama and Dylan Dog. So this case, as soon as I saw, the premise, the illustration for it, I was like, I think this one looks really interesting. So, we will play it. If you've seen the Don't Be a Hero ceremony that I've played on the channel, then you would know that this was an entry in that ceremony. And so, it is. I'm going to spoil actually where it placed in terms of rankings, in case you want to go watch that now. But you can go and see that for yourself anyway, because it will say in the description. But anyway, let's begin. The Soaring Siren, a luxury plane used by millionaires all over the world. Today, it's honored guests of the Baggins family. No, not the Tolkien one. A small, powerful, wealthy clan that hit it big with arms trafficking towards the end of the last century. Nowadays, they are mainly present in more mundane industries in the world of banking. Despite the relative peace they have achieved for themselves, an abyssal dark stain still looms over their family. A secret maintained for years and years will finally explode like a bomb. A secret they likely believed inconsequential. But now, I, myself, a member of this damned family, will exact my vengeance. Badass. We just have one option to start, that doesn't do anything. August 10th, 12 o'clock AM, Go U Airport Departure Lounge. I'm afraid that is non-negotiable, dear. I simply can't hold it much longer. I know the plane has a bathroom, but I'd rather avoid. Fine, just go. Thank you, dear. Nature calls. Monty's always like this, isn't he? I don't think he'll ever learn, no matter how many times I tell him. It's such a basic request to go to the bathroom before the trip. Some men just don't listen. Oh well, I didn't marry him for his weak bladder. Thankfully, we'll have plenty of alone time this voyage around. Oh, we will. Monty will be haranguing Bedmond over business, and Goldine will be busy watching Nick over the kids. So it'll just be the two of us. I look forward to it. This isn't my first time in Muidi Day, the gem of Zengfar. I have a lot of places I want to show you. Markets, ornate gardens, restaurants with stunning views and equally good food. But of course, the most precious thing will be the experience with you, Lillian. Oh, darling, you're too sweet. Makes me want to taste. Figures. Monty Baggins is an even more pathetic man than I imagined. He brought this woman with him on this trip, oblivious that she's his wife's lover. Pardon me, I'm not interrupting anything, am I? No, not at all. But that was so quick. Did you even wash your hands? Yes, of course, dear, but you know me, I strive for efficiency in everything I do. Neither of you are any fun. It's a real shame Gale couldn't come along. I was looking forward to some business talk with him. Hahaha, I'm afraid all you'll have for business talk this time around is Bedmond. Goldine's latest husband. What a bore. Hopefully I can enjoy myself in Zengfar all the same. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste, even if that isn't a quiet one. Well, that gives me one aspect of this trip to look forward to at least. Oh look, there she is. checked our profiles yet. Camilla, why? How you've grown? Camilla? Is she even listening? Ugh. Uncle Monty, Aunt Lillian, hello. Oh, I don't think the two of you have been acquainted. Camilla, this is Lillian's assistant, Felicion. Nice to meet you. So where are the others? I took the bus. The bus? You do know that is the commoners travel, right? You could have caught some sort of disease. I've heard they never clean those bus seats. Better that than to stay in a car with my mother and her husband for 2 hours. Camilla Baggins. She might just hate this family as much as I do. Not that I blame her. It's not like you get to choose the family you're born into. But she does have that trademark stuck-up attitude just like the rest of them. Make sure you take a good bath before any hugs or kisses, okay? Fine by me. Looks like that caustic tongue is disliked even by her own daughter. And just whose caustic tongue are we talking about? Gordine, how nice to see you. Mine, I made a bad impression on Camilla. Pardon me. I can't say I'm surprised. Anyway, forgive her for arriving earlier than like this. She's in her rebellious phase. Better to be studious and rebellious than an obedient slacker. Isn't that right, Camilla? I heard you made it through Themis and into Harvard. Yep. Remember now, Uncle Monty's your top priority client in the future. Shh. I think she preferred to defend people who are actually innocent. Oh, come on. My business is perfectly legitimate. Except for the things everyone does. I'll be sure to remember that part, Uncle. No, wait. Monty, you and your jokes. He really has no shame.
Sorry to interject, but is it inadvisable to make assertions such as these even in jest, sir? With the proliferation of electronic devices nowadays, you don't know who might be listening.
Yes, Theo. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. You should make a habit of having people like Theo around to keep you in check, Monty. You're as exposed as ever. There's no room for enjoyment in life if you're worried about being surveilled all the time. Like that one time you refused to go to karaoke because of privacy. You need to ease up. And that's why you're just an above-average banker and I'm the top estate agent of my company. You'll never get to my level being careless like that. Hate to say it, Goldine, but I've missed this quality brother and sister bickering. Wish I could say the same. Even his own sister seems to despise him. Disappointing brother, uncle, husband, the list goes on. Oh, who do we have here? That handsome boy can't be young Master Bentley, can it? Oh heavens, not even a hello! Haven't you missed your dear old auntie? I've certainly missed you. Hi. Your children are very antisocial, Goldie. Haven't you been teaching them proper manners? I wouldn't expect you to know what being a mother is like, Lillian. One might think you two are infertile since you have yet to conceive an heir. Or perhaps the marriage is going through a rocky period. No, we don't want to have one of us killed before we even board the plane. An heir, you say? And Bedmont, how's business been? Bedmont!
Oh, yes, dear.
Monty asked you a question.
Yes. All's going well with Goldie helping me manage most of everything. We're thinking about starting some new business.
Well, do I have the right investments for you? Is there a man in the Baggins family who isn't completely useless? And then they go again with that business talk. In one ear. And out the other. Attention all passengers, if you will, please make your way to the boarding area. We will be taking off from Mudide quite soon. Thank you for traveling aboard the Soaring Siren. How's the saying go? Saved by the bell? Yes, that's our cue. So this is a recent model, right? With all kinds of luxuries. That's correct. We've tried this particular plane quite a few times before. It's the most consistent and quality flight we've had, so we just had to pick it for this family reunion. Very nice indeed, but there is one thing I find odd. The Soaring Siren. Since when do sirens soar? I assume it's a more classical point of reference. You see, whilst modernly sirens are depicted as half fish, originally, in Greek mythology, they were birds with the heads of women. Huh, I see. Academics really need to get with the times. What smart little assistant you have there, Lillian. I understand why you keep her around. She couldn't even begin to imagine. Yeah, she is, isn't she? The real deal of Goldine Baggins transcends the myth. Did you expect anything less from Monty's sister? Hahaha, true. Baggins, they don't even make an effort to pretend that they are a happy family. It's a shame, really. Instead of crashing their family reunion, I think I'll fit right in. The Soaring Siren. Aircraft cabin. Welcome aboard the Soaring Siren. I will be the air hostess for your journey today. You can call me Lorelei. I'll be here for you as well. Riley Goodchew at your service. And I will be your flight attendant. You can call me Danny. May I take your bag, ma'am? Yes, yes. Quite a beauty of a plane, isn't it? I really do think we should invest in a private jet of our own someday, Monty. Perhaps, no, then we'd have to hire our own flight crew and pilot. Seems like a bit of a hassle, don't you think? I barely have the time for it these days. I see. What about you, Goldine? Have you two considered investing in a jet? Oh no, you see Bentley gets quite anxious during flights. I had to buy him 10 new games and a new console just to convince him to go on this trip. So unfortunately owning a vehicle like this would be a waste. Oh, a shame. Just checking. This plane has Wi-Fi, right? And if you have seen the Don't Be a Hero ceremony, then you'll be familiar with her already. Yes, of course, darling. I made sure. Though I expect that your eyes won't be glued to that screen for the entire flight. You haven't seen your aunt and uncle in years. Please try to make an effort. See, Lillian, she doesn't listen to me. You need to be harsher, Goldine. Observe. Hey, give that back. Not until you've chatted with us for a little while. Fine. See, works a charm. Ben? Did you bring any two-player games with you? We should play together. Sure. Give me strength. It's just from one device to another. Children these days don't understand the value of a good conversation. You really think I haven't tried taking her phone away before, Lillian? She is often able to outsmart any kind of disciplinary tactics I try to put in place. What should I expect? She is my daughter, after all. If that's the case, I suppose there's not much use in trying. She's an adult now, and soon will learn how to act like a lady in the real world. Even if you were not able to teach her yourself, Goldie. Theo, would you take my bag? No offense, but I don't exactly trust these flight attendants. Of course, ma'am. Salutations, members of the Baggins family. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance. My name is Captain Ron Wayne, and I will be your pilot for the flight today. Where we will, of course, be traveling to the beautiful city of Mudide in the country of Zengfar. Now, I will be in the cockpit with my co-pilot for most of today's flight, but I will put her, this plane, on autopilot while lunch is being served, if you have any questions. Everyone, please make sure their seatbelts are secured. Perfect. Now, as per procedure, I will demonstrate what we must do in case of an emergency landing. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for choosing to travel with us on the Soaring Siren. This is your captain speaking. We will now be taking off. Please remain in your seats at all times until our attendants inform you that it is safe. Is it safe? Flight of the Soaring Siren by Samallama and Dylan Dog. Monty Baggins played by Ben Kerr. Sprite created by June Pie. Lillian Baggins played by Lillian Porpora. Sprite created by Hesseldal. Flission played by Evelyn Toole. Sprite created by Kelly G. Goldine Baggins played by herself. Sprite created by Samallama. Bedmon Baggins played by himself, sprite created by Samallama. Camilla Baggins played by herself, sprite created by, you guessed it, Samallama. Bentley Baggins played by Cam Mellion, sprite created by Super AJ3. Theo Butler played by Connor Factionary, sprite created by June Pie, who is a sprite I'm very much familiar with, so I've used their sprites before. Captain Runway played also created by June Pie. Danny Miette, played by Theodore Usher, sprite created by June Pie. Riley Goodchew, played by Fulai Tanden Hunt, sprite created by Super G3. It's the first time we've had opening credits in one of these cases, I think. They should be thanking me, really. This trip would be incredibly boring without my intervention. But in the meantime, I'll just have to wait for my plan to come into action. My name is Lorelei Florani. Day to day I'm a normal flight attendant, carrying out my regular duties. But today is an exception, where I must forget my responsibilities and instead act selfishly. You see, Florani is simply my mother's surname. Had she married my father, I would be known as a Baggins. I am the sole daughter of Monty Baggins and the heir to his estate, unbeknownst to him, of course. But right now he sees me as a mere piece of furniture, just like my mother. Something to use, stain, and then throw away once you've found a replacement. So no, I'm not here for a family reunion, no way. I don't want his filthy money either. I only seek revenge for what he did to me and my mother. Monty Baggins abandoned my mother 22 years ago, leaving her as a single mother to raise me. To cope, she gave in to an alcohol and nicotine and would often take her anger out on me. You're the reason your father left, Lorelei. I wish you were never born. It wasn't the ideal childhood environment, to say the least. At one point it looked like things were going to be fine. But today all I have of her is this pendant. I treasure it dearly. But I don't blame her for anything that happened to us. It's my father's fault. Monty Baggins ruined her life. Ever since I became old enough to fully understand the scum that my father is, I've had a rage in my heart, one that I couldn't distract myself from. So I decided on the only logical course of action to relieve my anxiety. Kill Monty Baggins and his wife and get sweet retribution for what he did to me and my mother. I wish for nothing less than the perfect excuse me. Yes, what is it? Can I have some peanuts? Of course, ma'am. You don't have an allergy, do you? No allergy, go ahead. Then I hope you choke on them. See, I was already training to be a flight attendant. I've always wanted to travel. And so did my mother, but we could never afford to when I was younger. It was the ideal setup. All I had to do was climb up the ranks until I could be assigned to the Soaring Siren, a luxury plane favoured by the Baggins family. But then came the not-so-easy part. I'd have to kill Monty and his wife somehow in a confined plane such as this, without arousing too much suspicion around myself. I'm trying to fix my life, not ruin it further with a murder conviction, after all. So I came up with a plan. Aboard the Soaring Siren, it is customary for us to serve drinks to our passengers, so I would take this opportunity to poison Monty and Lillian's drinks. But I wouldn't poison the wine directly, of course, that would be too obvious. Instead, I would poison the rims of the glasses with a liquid poison in advance. And then would then mark the stems with marker pen to distinguish them from the others. I'd get that flight attendant, Riley, to pour the drinks to easily frame them. Then, after that, I would serve the passengers the drinks myself, ensuring that Monty and Lillian received the poisoned glasses. It was a near-flawless plan. And I could even frame Riley further by transferring the poison container to their pocket. When it actually came to the moment I poisoned the glasses, I was careless. I got caught. However, what ensued after that fact was something I could never have anticipated. I need to make sure these rims are coated in poison. I can't take any half measures. If they survive, this will have all been for nothing. Lorelei. What are you doing? Shit. What do I say? I need to come up with an excuse fast. I'm just making sure the rims of these glasses are clean. You know, last time we got some complaints about water damage. They're trying to poison our guests. No, of course not. Why would you even suggest such a... Shh. Keep your voice down. What? This is a coincidence if I have ever seen one. No way! Perhaps there really are higher forces moving us. Don't tell me. That's right. I, too, am on a mission to murder. After that confrontation with the other attendant, Danny, I didn't have much of a choice. We had to collaborate. He would keep shut and help with my plans, and I'd do with his in turn. Though his objectives are actually far grander than mine. Some sort of sick murder mystery game, although I felt there may be something more to it. Regardless, it can't stand for long, because in his script, we're all supposed to die. The stage is set, we finally got all these profiles to read. Okay, let's read through them. Lorelei Florani, age 22. She, her, air hostess. Me, I'm an indie child of wealthy investment banker Monty Baggins, unbeknownst to him, of course. But I don't want a family reunion or to steal his money. I only seek revenge for what he did to me and my mother. Danny Miette. Age, we don't know. Pronouns he/him. Flight attendant? Maybe. A man who I thought was merely a fellow attendant, but I've discovered is also a fellow villain, intending to murder all the people on this plane. He smiles despite his cruel intentions. Must be a psychopath. Monty Baggins, age 45. He/him. Investment banker. A wealthy investment banker who is also my father. He abandoned me and my mother 22 years ago and is now married to Lillian Baggins. I hope they both rot in hell once I'm done with them. Lillian Baggins, 35, she, her, business co-founder, the wealthy founder of a luxury bouquet business. She has no children I'm aware of, married to Monty Baggins, and a real bitch. I hope they both rot in hell once I'm done with them. Fliss Sion, 30, she, her physician's assistant, a private physician and personal assistant of Lillian Baggins. I'd really love to have seen the look on Dad's face when he found out she's having an affair with his wife. Goldine Baggins, 40, she, her state agent, Monty Baggins' younger sister. She has 2 children, Camilla and Bentley Baggins. She's a successful real estate agent, very good at persuasion. I assume she could be dangerous. Edmund Baggins, pronouns he/him, entrepreneur. The entrepreneur who has investments in multiple successful businesses. He gained his wife's family name at her request, very much a puppet of his wife's whims. Camilla Baggins, 18, she's a university student, the daughter of Goldine Baggins and another man who Goldine cheated on with her new husband. Oh, that's interesting. Unlike me, Camilla ended up on the side of wealth. Despite this being a long-awaited family reunion, she seems more interested in her phone. She's studying to be a lawyer. Bentley Baggins, son of Goldine and Bedford Baggins. Seems to be quite shy of himself, doesn't say much. I empathize with him. We both have at least one horrible parent. Likes playing video games. Theo Battler, 65, he/him family butler. The Baggins family's butler who previously served Goldine and Monty's parents and has known them both since they were children. I should stay clear of him, he's built like a refrigerator. Captain Ron Wayne, 40, he/him plane pilot. The pilot of the Soaring Siren and technically my boss. He's obsessed with his plane to a creepy degree if you ask me. It's just excessive to do a deep clean after every flight. Riley Goodshoe, 21, they then flight attendant. The third attendant of this flight, naive and overly eager to please, likely because this is their first day on the job. They play the important role of being the scapegoat for our murder plans. Well, that's pretty villainous. Winged pendant. Type personal, obtained, a gift from my mother. A pendant passed down to me from my late mother. Even when we were struggling, this was a family harem that she refused to sell. I always have it on me as a good luck charm. Do any of you guys have like family heirlooms like that? Like, there's nothing like that I've ever known anyone to have. Keycard, personal, one of my possessions. My keycard, it grants me access to all areas of the plane, including the cargo hold. It is also the proof of my profession and status as a flight attendant. It's not the job I wanted, but at least I get to travel. Perfume bottle. My personal one of possessions. Did the floral look of this bottle may fool you? Is filled with liquid cyanide. A fast-acting poison is discreet, has an unassuming taste, and is easy enough to obtain if you know the right people. Can take from hours to minutes to kill. Passport. One of my possessions. All flight attendants are required to have an up-to-date valid passport. Today we are traveling to Mudide, a city in Zengfar. The time zone difference from Japanifornia is 1 hour ahead. Today's flight will last 2.5 hours. That might be relevant. Interestingly enough, I mean, obviously this is I would say obviously, but this is like, I assume, like some form of Chinese pronunciation. But if I read that as Japanese, I'm pretty sure it'll be Mokutachi, which is like destination. So we are literally traveling to destination, which is quite funny. Flight menu. Type documents obtained produced by GoU Airlines. The menu for today's flight, arranged by Fliss Sion. It lists everyone's orders for the 3-course meal that was served at lunch. Though not poisoned, I did make sure to spit in both Monty and Lillian's meal. Well, that is... yeah, I'm fine with that, honestly. Garlic bread, beer butter corn, chocolate gatto. You know, okay, we have a good quality. He's got good taste. Lillian Baggins, prawn cocktail, beer at a cod, lemon cheesecake. Flacion, prawn cocktail, chicken alfredo, lemon cheesecake. Goldine Baggins, prawn cocktail, chicken alfredo, chocolate gatto. Bedman Baggins, garlic bread, chicken alfredo, golden gatto, chocolate gatto. I was like golden. Camilla Baggins, garlic bread, chicken alfredo, lemon cheesecake. Bentley Baggins, chicken alfredo, mint chocolate chip ice cream. Okay, Bentley is also for the best flavor of ice cream, quite based. Theo Butler, prawn cocktail, chicken alfredo, chocolate gatto. I never had an actual prawn cocktail, but prawn cocktail crisps are amazing. Anyway, we make the save point. What do you mean there's no Wi-Fi? My mother said she made sure... I'm sorry, ma'am, we arranged some flight Wi-Fi for this trip, but it's just not working. We don't know why. And since we're already in the air, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry. Danny cut the Wi-Fi so no one will be able to have any contact with the outside world. Pretty handy whilst we conduct our murder mystery, I'll give him that. Wi-Fi status added to evidence. Type other obtained information obtained from Danny. Danny cut the plane's Wi-Fi for his murder mystery law. All devices on airplanes need to be put in airplane mode so as to interfere with travel, so there was also no service. Contact with anyone outside the plane is not possible. But I knew that it was that one of the Baggins in particular. Useless. So-called luxury flight, you can't even get a basic thing like Wi-Fi right. What are we even paying you for? I really am sorry, ma'am. Ugh, I'm actually going to die of boredom on this trip. I guess I'll just play Sudoku or something. Or you could actually talk to your family. Sudoku it is. Swap. Is that a different game or something? It's not Sudoku. Because we swapped the letters. Can't be a typo. No way. Well, I don't know about anyone else, but my throat's been getting rather dry from talking so much. How about some drinks? You're finally at legal drinking age, Camilla. Might cheer you up a bit. Well, I'm gonna have a drink now. Since the game gave me permission. Good idea, Monty. In fact, we brought something special for this trip. Red wine produced from the vineyards of Zhengfa. It's spectacular, isn't it, dear? Bedmond? The wine?
Oh yes, it has a lovely taste. On the sweeter side, I think you'll enjoy it, Camilla.
I've had this one before. It's a taste sensation. Really? Well, if you like it, I'll just have to try it out. Fine, I'll have some as well. If you will, ma'am, we have our own glassware for your use. Yes, alright, go ahead. It's like I didn't even need to ask Riley to pour the drinks. They're just that eager. Actually, how many glasses do you have? Enough for everyone? We have enough for your entire family, yes! We made sure. No, I mean for you flight crew as well. Oh, that's very kind of you, ma'am, but we really shouldn't be drinking on the job. Nonsense, this is a celebration. One glass won't hurt. I insist. I've brought multiple bottles of the stuff, after all. Well, thank you very much, ma'am, but the pilots really can't have any, since they are flying the plane. That's fine. I'll be sure to leave a bottle for Captain Wayne and his co-pilot for after the flight. Goldine, when did you become so charitable? What's this, Monty? I've always been one to share, even with the lower class. First I hear of this. But are you sure there will be enough wine to go around? I don't want you skimping on my glass. As I said, I came prepared with multiple bottles. No way I was going to stay sober this entire flight. What a great mother. Well, of course, no wine for you, Bentley. Maybe the flight attendants can pour you some cream soda. Okay. 10 glasses of wine coming right up. This wasn't entirely expected, but it doesn't matter. As long as I make sure the poison glasses are still given to Lillian and Monty. Theo, be a dear and serve the drinks, won't you?
Of course, ma'am.
No, this isn't good. If the butler serves the drinks, then anyone here could be poisoned. If I say something, that will make me suspicious. No, it can't be helped. Just as long as it's not me or Danny. Riley's also my scapegoat.
And your glass, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. I got lucky, no mark on my glass. And Danny seems to be smiling. I assume he's also safe. Wine glass and fancy wine added to evidence. Wine glass. Type other. Obtained. Standard Soaring Siren glassware. The glassware used to serve guests aboard the Soaring Siren. I poisoned the rims of 2 of the glasses and marked them at the stem to distinguish them. Riley poured the wine. Fancy wine. Type other. Obtained. Brought aboard by Goldine Baggins. An expensive Zengfar wine brought aboard the Soaring Siren by Goldine Baggins. She insisted that everyone on the plane, including the flight crew, raise a glass in celebration. The wine was served by the Baggins family butler, Theo. The chessboard has already been set up. I just have to wait for the game to start.
Cheers to our long-awaited family reunion and a wonderful trip to Zengfar.
Wonderful? Unfortunately not. Things are about to get ugly. Who's about to die? If you can't kill him, then you've got to frame him for murder, after all. Lorelei? Lorelei? You alright? Huh? Oh, yes. Why is he pretending to be concerned about my well-being? As if he isn't the reason I'm going to die today. I just felt quite lightheaded for a moment there. I felt the same. Perhaps it's the high altitude. Oh, the tension from the plot we brought crashing down upon us. Crashed down upon us. Why'd I have to get stuck with this nut job? So, you didn't get a poison glass either? Indeed not. Lady Luck was on our side. This just put a slight pin in our plans, but the outcome will be the same, no matter the order. This guy really is psychotic. How can he smile like that, knowing he'll kill 13 people, including himself? Hopefully Riley also didn't get the poison glass, since I did manage to slip the poison into their pocket. Should serve to frame them perfectly. Riley, I almost feel bad for them. It's their first time serving on the Soaring Siren today, but someone had to be thrown into the bus. This planet's going to be so much more exhilarating now that we've got this murder mystery set up. Would there be a better way to spend one's last moments? I can think of multiple. How long did you say the poison would take to take effect again? My research said a few minutes to hours, but it really varies depending on the person. Then we'll have no choice but to wait in anticipation. I feel sick. Murdering Monty and Lillian was one thing. Now this plan has gone a whirl. This is one situation I did not want to lose control of. Oh, Bentley. I hope he didn't overhear our conversation. We really should be talking about this someplace more private. Miss Lorelei, could I have some more cream soda?
Bentley, remember what I told you to say?
Oh, please? Sure.
That's it, Ben. Practicing proper manners is elementary, even as a young chap.
At least one of his parents is making an effort to raise him right. Here you go. Thank you. What a spoiled brat. You really don't have any problem with the prospect of killing a child, do you?
No, and why should I? Right now, that boy is shielded by his innocence and naivety. But you and I both know that he'll end up becoming just like his predecessors.
The sad truth is that he was probably right. And even though I never planned to be a child murderer, it's not like I'll have to live with the guilt.
Anyway, wanna do something fun while we wait for the main event?
Huh? Like what?
You know.
Ew, gross! How can you think of something like that at a time like this? Come on, Laura, won't you grant this dying man one last wish? I'm going to ignore you. Also, Laura? What? Fine, fine. Suit yourself. Creep. I'm not exactly in the mood to join the Mile High Club right now. Huh. Fliss, where's Monty? In the bathroom, I presume. An entire glass of wine? No way his bladder could even stand a chance. You're so right. But he's been in there for a while. I should probably check that he hasn't fallen in. Okay, but hurry back, won't you? I can already feel my hand getting cold. Of course, darling. I'll only be a moment. Monty, are you in there, dear? Monty, this is no time to play silly games. Come out at once. Monty?
Ma'am, what's the matter?
Oh, Theo, it's Monty. I don't know where he is. I assumed he would be in the bathroom. It is locked, but he's not responding.
I see. Most peculiar. Monty, it's Theo. Are you alright? Don't worry, ma'am. I'll get one of the flight attendants to open this door right away.
Thank you, Theo. So I told her that I asked for no pickles.
Excuse me. Have any of you seen Monty anywhere?
Mr. Baggins? No, I haven't seen him, I'm afraid. I haven't seen him either. Is something wrong?
He seems to be missing. We assume he's in the bathroom, but he's not responding.
Monty, did he really still get poisoned? I can't believe it. I got so lucky. What's going on here, Theo?
Monty, he's missing, ma'am.
Missing? Have you checked the bathroom?
Yes, it appears to be locked, but when I knocked, there was no answer.
Did any of you flight attendants lock the bathroom door? Not that I'm aware of.
And he must be in there. Please, I request that you open the bathroom door right away.
Very well. Is this the moment that I've been waiting for so long? I'm finally going to see Monty Baggins dead. Blood? No, I can't look. I'm going to be sick. Lillian, what's going on? Are you alright? That can't be Monty's blood, can it? Of course it is. Who else's would it be? What in the blazes? What's all the commotion about? Something happened? Mum? Bentley, Camilla, please stay in your seats. I don't want you seeing this. But Edmund, please take them away. Yes, dear. Come on now, you two. It's not safe.
Ma'am, please, you should return to your seat as well. It's simply too gruesome.
No, I'm staying here. How could this have happened? Did someone get to Monty before us? But who? And where the hell is his body? Danny is white as a sheet. He didn't know about this either. Oh my god. I should try and make sense of the scene. I might find some clues. Oh boy, it's been turned about on us. A watch?
That belongs to Mr. Baggins.
Seems to be all that's left of him. It was our father's. Monty wore it all the time. Huh? What is it? It's just strange. The time on this watch is wrong. Oh? I thought I was mistaken, but then I checked my own watch, and his is 1 hour ahead of the current time. Maybe he said in advance for the trip? 1 hour is the time difference between Mudide and Japanifornia after all. Ah yes, I remember him mentioning it actually. Monty did always like to be prepared in advance for trips. Oh, that explains it then. I thought Monty Baggins couldn't even prepare for a trip by going to the bathroom beforehand. But there's another thing that bugs me. If Monty's body is missing, why is his watch still here? It's almost like the culprit still wanted to make it clear that Monty had been killed here. Monty's watch added to evidence. Type other obtained found in Plain's bathroom. A golden watch that belonged to one Monty Baggins, its stained with blood, would likely still sell for a pretty penny at auction. Its time is 1 hour ahead of Japanifornia. Monty likely changed the time of it in advance to account for the time difference in staying far, according to Goldie. Not even aeroplane toilets are strong enough to flush an entire person down them. No, the body is not hidden behind this door. No, there's nothing there. I have to focus. I can't look out the window. There's blood on the wall here. Could Monty have been stabbed up against it? Well, that would explain the blood on the floor as well. I'm wondering, could someone have thrown his body through the window? I don't know if that's possible. But there's no murder weapon here. And how would a weapon like a knife even get on this plane? Airline security is no joke. I was only able to sneak the poison aboard because I'm a flight attendant. Crime scene enters the court record. By the amount of blood, the victim was likely stabbed, but there was no murder weapon, body, or blood trail from the body being dragged. Check for crime scene. Okay, we have this room. We need to have a look at it. It's a container of hand wash. Nothing suspicious about that. I'm looking rough, not befitting for an air hostess on a private plane at all. Can you really blame me? Is Monty's profile updated now? Oh, yeah. This is red face. Currently missing, hopefully dead and rotting in hell. Cause of death unknown, but based on the crime scene he was likely stabbed. He was a wealthy investment banker, my father, who abandoned me and my mother 22 years ago. It's empty. Ugh, I stepped in blood. Why are you being so careless? This is a crime scene. Yes, sorry, ma'am. I need to wash this off so I don't leave an incriminating trail. Speaking of which, since Monty's body has been moved, where is the trail of blood? It must have been dried, or else the culprit would risk getting their clothes blooded. It's like after being attacked, Monty's body vanished into thin air. If my window theory is accurate then, or maybe there's some kind of hidden vent or something. Well, I think that's everything to look at here, but no clear clues on who the culprit is. Whoever it is knew what they were doing, and that's for certain. Bringing a knife on a plane and then stabbing and getting rid of a body without anyone noticing. This crime was definitely premeditated. It couldn't be the captain, could it? Or the mysterious co-pilot that we have yet to see. He does a deep clean after every flight. I reckon that might be relevant, because he might have killed people before, who knows? There's another killer on the plane besides me and Danny. This trip just keeps getting even more convoluted. And what exactly that means for our plans, I'll just have to wait and see.
Should we tell the captain about the situation, Goldie?
No, of course not. The last person we want to get into a panic is the one flying this plane. We should work to figure out the culprit and then let the pilot know so we can safely perform a landing.
Oh, yes, of course, you're right.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course, you're right. So, which of you flight attendants did it then? Or would it be wiser to assume you all worked together? Wait a second, are you accusing us of killing Mr. Baggins? No way! I have to agree, that seems a bit unfair. We have no motive. Huh. I guess it will make sense for you to accuse the only outsiders of your family. But I think that says more about you than it does us. Oh, I assure you, there is no such bias in my accusations. It would only make sense for the killer to be one or all of you. Because you three are the only ones that have a key card that can lock the bathroom from the outside. Yes, it makes sense. If Monty was killed in the bathroom and his body was moved, then there would be no one to lock the bathroom door from the inside. Shit, this wasn't the plan at all. How the hell could I have predicted that there would be yet another murderer on this flight? It's a pretty harsh way to solve things, but Goldian is right. The killer being a flight attendant is the only logical explanation. What if our keycards were stolen somehow? Then anyone could have used them to lock the door.
True, but you all have your keycards on you don't you?
Well, yes, but... What's more, whilst we all had to go through vigorous security before boarding, is that the same for flight attendants? Lillian? Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. It's just the stress. Maybe it's the cyanide. But as I was saying, it seems as though you attendants would be the most equipped to slip something onto this plane. Well, come on, can't got your tongue, you three? What do you have to say for yourselves? I didn't prepare for this. I can't think of anything. Deflection or an alibi? My mind has gone blank. What I really need now is a miracle. Lillian, are you alright? Do you need some water? Oh my... Lillian! What's the matter? What just happened? Lillian! She's not breathing! She's dead! What? Poison! It must have been poison! There's no other way she could die so suddenly. I can't believe it. How could I have gotten so lucky? Lillian was poisoned and Monty was killed? The chances are just incredible. It was one of you flight attendants, I know it. No one would kill Lillian if they knew her personally, knew what an amazing woman she was. Huh? Afraid those crocodile tears are falling no one, Miss Sealam. Ever heard of a crime of passion? Camilla? Edmund, I told you to look after her. Sorry dear, I did try. You see, statistics say that we are most likely to murder the ones we are closest to. And who is closest to Monty and Lillian? I think that's you, Miss Dion. How could you? How dare you be so cruel? Strange homicide is actually incredibly rare. Unless you're a psychopath. You wouldn't just kill a random person. Murder requires a cost-benefit analysis. Well, unluckily for her, she is unaware that the two flight attendants are someone who is actually connected to the victims and a psychopath. So accusing the flight attendants of being the killers is beyond idiotic. You really can't be serious. Sorry, Camilla, that law education has caused you nothing but to overthink things in this scenario. But I can't complain, this is exactly what I planned. For them to turn on each other. You may have been able to keep your family drama at bay until now, but a murder is an irresistible treat sure to lure any cat out of the bag. What, are you all just going to stand there and let her wrongly accuse me like this? I'm sorry, Miss Ian, but my daughter is a bright girl and I trust her judgment. And frankly, what reason do we have to trust you at all? You are hardly anything more than an acquaintance to anyone other than Monty and Lillian. And now both of them are dead, you're just as much of an outsider as the flight crew. Sick. You people are selfish as Lillian said. Only looking out for your own hides and kicking anyone else out to the curb. Yes, and? Don't you have anything to say for yourself other than, "Wow, don't gang up on me, Miss Cian"? Or perhaps you're ready to smile for the camera and confess. Say, "Gold-digging parasitic leech. I will not take any more of this immature slander. I'm not the killer, I'll prove it. And then we'll see who's so smart, Miss High Schooler." Fine by me. But just to let you know, I am recording. Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. Today we're going to be catching a killer. This ought to be interesting. It's implausible to accuse me. You consider me an outsider like the flight crew. I don't have the same capabilities. I don't have a key card, so I couldn't have locked the bathroom door from the outside. Furthermore, the murder weapons were presumably a knife and poison. Where would I have got either? Lastly, what even is my motive? It's not like I could gain something from killing either of them. Camilla has given me the perfect opportunity here to shift the blame from us flight attendants. I just need to think. How can I incriminate Miss Cian? Whoa, it's time to pass things. Anyway, let's look at Lillian Baggins, age 35, deceased. Presumably died from drinking one of the glasses that me and Danny poisoned. Good riddance. She was Monty's wife as well as the wealthy founder of a luxury bouquet business. And what exactly are those capabilities? Well, if you let me continue. Perhaps you used a trick to lock the door without a key card? Oh, I would like to see you explain how such a trick would work. Well, until then, it's obvious that the key cards were the only way to commit this crime. The theory that anyone could have stolen them off you is also Swiss cheese. You'd have to be the Three Stooges to be so careless. Especially since all the cards seem to be back in their places now. Pickpocketing is one thing, but would you be so foolish as to not recognize the keycard being planted? Oh, you wouldn't believe. Riley still hasn't noticed the perfume bottle Danny planted on him. I believe I've made myself clear on this point. I suppose you're saying the strictness of security would have interfered with your scheme? Exactly. Think about it. We all had to go through a metal detector before boarding this plane. If a knife had been discovered, we'd all know by now. And as for poison, liquids were also required to be separated and checked. So there's no way I could have snuck either item onto the plane. That's where being a flight attendant comes in handy. We are aware of the ins and outs of the airport security, so we know how to cheat it. You make a good point. But could you add a statement about that to your testimony? I mean, argument? Just so we're clear about what you're saying. Gladly. I had no way of poisoning Lillian or stabbing Monty. Sure, flight attendants have their capabilities. But all of you are so filthy rich. How do we know you didn't pay off security? I would hope that in-flight security wouldn't be so easily bribed. Especially working for a luxury airline such as Go You. Oh, the dramatic irony. But it doesn't matter regardless. Sure, it's possible that the culprit could have brought both items aboard using money as a pacifier. But the poison? I highly doubt that you could name an occasion where I had the chance to administer it. Is that right? I think Danny is having the same idea as me regarding this statement here.
Sure, there's no reason to suspect you alone would have a motive, but perhaps something or someone else is involved.
Do you even hear yourself? First you say I'm an outsider, then imply there might be something deeper. At least make up your mind. You're just throwing out anything to make me look guilty.
Lorelei, got any ideas?
Working on it. I'm currently looking at the evidence we have to see what I can use to incriminate Miss Sion. Huh, not like it matters. But it would be no fun if they figured us out as the culprits right away. Would you shut up? Just because these people are dumb doesn't mean they're also deaf. Arranged by Fliss Sion. We will ask her about this next time. We have made quite a bit of progress with the whole setup for this mystery being quite interesting. We didn't actually get to kill Monty. Something else is going on with him. The poison did likely kill Lillian, so we have a complicated situation here. Our targets are dead, but we're basically trying to pin the blame onto other family members. And he's planning to kill this whole plane. So, whatever he's up to, we probably want to also try to escape with our life. That would be handy. If there's any way of doing that. And we might have to see who else might die of poison, which could be in any times a few hours. Currently, I suspect the captain, but we'll have to see. In the next episode, we will continue the flight of the Soaring Siren. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.